Anyone who's ever renovated a kitchen knows countertops aren't cheap. So when you have leftover materials, you want to put them to work. Here's a great DIY project to do just that. Why call a pro when you and a friend can do it yourself? Anyone who's ever worked with me knows that I get excited about repurposing materials, and I've got this beautiful piece of Carrara that I had left over from a kitchen renovation.
And you can find remnants like this at a supplier for about half the cost.
Yeah, who doesn't love to save money? And it makes the perfect slab for what we're gonna make, which is a coffee table. A circular saw, a caulk gun, eye protection, a drill and bits, a measuring tape and pencil, a brush and rags, and a speed square. For the materials you'll need 3/4 inch plywood, 2x12 pressure treated lumber, construction adhesive, stain, polyurethane, a black marker, trim head screws, and wood glue. Okay, so the first step is to build a base for this coffee table, and Tim and I came up with this concept using standard 2x12. We're gonna make 2 L's. First, cut 8 of them to your desired height. 16 inches is just right for a coffee table in front of low slung seating.
You'll use 2 boards for each L. Join the 4 boards together using a simple butt joint on the end secured with trim head screws and wood glue.
Next, cut out the plywood in the shape of your remnant, but 3 inches shorter on all sides. In other words, 6 inches shorter on the overall width and length.
Once you've marked the desired dimensions on the plywood, cut it out using a jigsaw or circular saw.
All right, the next step is to lay everything out so we can get ready for assembly. On the underside, trace around the L's with a Sharpie, then lift off the plywood. Pre-drill holes into the plywood within the outline of each L. Next, apply wood glue to the top edges of the 2x12s.
Lay the plywood back on top of the L's in the original position, lining up the markings. Then secure the plywood to each L base with screws. So this is the time to stain or paint if that's the look you're going for.
We're gonna stain this wood with a dark ebony stain to pull out the grain and then protect it with a poly finish. Once it's dry, you're ready to add construction adhesive to the plywood. And be generous with it. And this is definitely where you'll want to bro around because remnants are heavy. Center it up over the plywood and then carefully lower it into position and then let it dry.
This coffee table puts extra materials to work in the best possible way.
And it's a fun project with an awesome payoff.